ということで、それではお願いします。
Hello, we are Team Spinach. We are so honored to get a runner-up in this hackathon, and we are so excited to be able to have make a presentation again. So let's get started. We developed AI fraud firewall to protect elderly people from scam calls. So do you know how many scam calls are happening in Japan every day? Surprisingly, now 52.1 detected cases every day, resulting in 124 million yen of loss. In the recent cases, February 12th, a single scam call damaged 4,100 million yen. Especially scam calls for elderly people are a significant social problem in Japan. For example, 77.4% of scam begin with telephone. Also, 46.9% of victims are people over 65 years old. The world market for scam prevention is expanding year by year from 700 billion yen in 2024 to 1.8 trillion yen in 2029. Also, in Japan, after COVID-19, both detected cases and losses are increasing, reaching 45 billion yen in 2023. So how people try to solve this problem? There are basically two different ways to tackle this problem. The first case is like Tobira phone. So they prepare the spam phone number database and block the number in that. However, it cannot block newly issued scam numbers. On the other hand, the other way is like NTT. So they introduced the AI to analyze the conversation between scammers and elderly people to detect suspicious scam calls. But elderly people are endangered to have a conversation with strangers. That's the problem with that. So what is a better solution in AI generation? We have solution, AI fraud firewall. So in addition to spam phone number database blocking, instead of elderly people, AI agent can answer to the call and it can assess the risk, and it can, if the phone call is too risky to forward to elderly people, it will automatically block it. So let's see how it works in the demonstration.
ただいま AI アシスタントに接続しております。この通話は安全のために録音されています。ご了承ください。それではお話しください。
警視庁捜査委員会の三浦と申します。詐欺グループの事件の捜査を鹿児島県警の方で進めているんですけれども、あなたが資金洗浄に加担しているのではないかという容疑がかかっています。
この通話は詐欺の呼びかけがあると判断しました。公的機関を雇い、金銭に関する疑惑をかける手口が見られたためです。この通話は安全性を確認できなかったため終了します。ご了承ください。
This one is inspired by real-world problems that are provided by the Metropolitan Police Department. This is a problem of our application. We can design and by clicking the button, you can build a script. And the risk level assessed by the AI. In this case, the AI detected the code as dangerous and automatically blocked it.
So in our future, we are planning to implement further mode, Sageshi Yagarase model, that intentionally elongate a conversation between AI and scammers to waste their money and their time. Here, so some smart audiences might have noticed that what if scammers can cheat AI agent and let it forward to elderly people? For example, in front of the AI agent, scammers try to be a kind person, but once it's forwarded to the elderly people, it turns to be evil scammer. Let's see what happens in this case.
ただいま AI アシスタントに接続しております。この通話は安全のために録音されています。ご了承く ください。それではお話しください。
もしもし。
こんにちは。私は電話を管理する AI アシスタントです。ご用件をお願いします。
息子の健太だけど、お母さんはそういえば何食べたいかなと思って。
ご家族の方からのお電話ですね。安全な内容ですので、もしもし。
もしもし母さん、会社の大事なカバンを落としちゃって、中にお金がたくさん入ってて、どうにか工面できないかな。
会社の大事なカバンを落としちゃったの？そう、いくら落としちゃったの？
中に500万ぐらい入ってて、小切手で入ってるから。
口座に振り込んでおけばいいかい？
本当にごめん。ちゃんと返すから、ちょっと急ぎで振り込んでほしいな。
しっかり気をつけるんやろう。
ありがとね。
In case 2, the scammer successfully bypassed the AI block and tried to commit fraud. Our system can also handle this scenario. Our AI assesses the consistency between the two conversations, the conversation with the AI and conversation with human. When consistency is missing, the risk level is assessed as high, and the user is alerted that this conversation is a fraud.
As this demonstration shows, our product can accommodate many different situations. So here's a pipeline. So scammers and AI agent or other people can have a call via Twilio and Fast API. Then recorded data are sent to Google Cloud Vertex AI platform, transcribed, summarized, and analyzed. Front end was implemented with Next.js. This is rough cost estimation. So our product only takes 169 yen per month per user, including Twilio API, OpenAI AI agent, Google Cloud Server price. So this is our business scheme. So we are thinking to expand in 3 different markets. The first is 2C. We are thinking to provide subscription services for elderly people and their families. At the same time, by partnering with telecommunication company, insurance firms, elderly people monitoring services, we try to expand our customers. Finally, to Z, by working together with local government or public agency, we can use the real data to stop fraud more. So let's compare with the competitive product. For example, Google and Sharp has scam phone call detection function on its smartphone. However, it doesn't accept landline phone, which elderly people basically use in their house. KDDI Trivia Phone has a function to block the numbers in the spam phone database, but it might accept newly issued numbers. NTT has a function to analyze the conversation, but elderly people have to talk with scammers. That might be the problem. So our future direction is like this. So first, data distribution. We are thinking to sell accumulated anonymized data to companies or government. Own AI, so not using the OpenAI, we are thinking to develop our own models. For example, text-to-speech, speech-to-text, or spam detection part. At the same time, we also think to offer the fraud insurance services to save the victims of fraud. We also observe the legal compliance. So the one important thing is secret communication. So we try to get this by getting the consent before the coding. Also like personal information protection, privacy is also important. So before uploading to our server, we try to mask all the personal data and raw data are immediately deleted. So this is our team. This is our team. So Genki was in charge of like hearing and like making presentation slides. I was in charge of like making Twilio and OpenAI connection and final presentation. Haruto was in charge of front-end infrastructure and making videos for the demonstration. 10 years ago, AI got a competitive performance in visual perception. 7 years ago, AI defeated world champions of Go. 2 years ago, AI was able to make text chat with human beings. This year, AI can code, speak, and even can solve Todai Mathematics entrance examination. In 10 years, what can AI do? We completely finished the fraud with our AI detection. Thank you for listening.